you recording now? Okay, so on your tables, things you need to think about, you can put pretty much any design on here that you want. Just depending where you want your legs to go, these are chopped at 45. You can put it in the middle of each one. You can put it on the very end. It's just your choice. Also decide where you want the shelf to go. When you bring the 4 legs to me to do the dado cut, you're going to mark one leg because I'm going to set the fence and we'll cut the dado cuts. So when everything gets sanded, and it doesn't even matter if this gets sanded all the way or not, but it has to be routed before I cut the dado cuts. So we're going to talk about gluing these up today. And it doesn't matter if you do a big coffee table or whatever, everything's the same. Everything in here is a procedure. Okay, so to get these boards to 5 by 15, and we're doing 3 of them, or you're doing 2 boards 15 by 7.5. I would rather you do 3 boards. The problem with boards when they're really wide is they do this because it was once a tree and they want to straighten out, so they bow. When we have a bunch of skinny boards glued together, then it's a lot flatter. Rough cut, join, rip. We don't need to do miter saw because we're putting all these together. Once they're together, they're going to become a new board. We don't need to radial arm saw, we don't need to join because they're already joined. If we're going to do a circle, once they're together, we'll sand it down and we'll draw a circle. If you're going to do a home plate baseball, then you're going to draw that on there. We're going to cut that on the bandsaw. So this is how it works. Cardboard, bar clamps, 2. If I were doing something wider, I might have 3 bar clamps down and 2 bar clamps up. So we're going to sandwich it together, get as flat as possible. We want this to be even, okay? We don't care so much about the end because it's going to get cut. Make sure you have enough glue. If you're making a coffee table for your 3rd project and you have a bunch of boards and you run out of glue, the glue is going to start setting in 7 to 9 minutes. And you're going to be scrambling around. You're going to have to do the whole project over. Make sure that these move. If they don't move, then you can take them and you can tap them on the concrete to get them to move. If you have to, you use a hammer. Grab me a claw hammer if you would. You'll use a hammer and you'll tap them. You need to decide how these go together. I leave this stuff up on my clamps, okay? Because there's glue on the cardboard. You set your project down, then you have glue on the project. The lovely Mara, welcome to the YouTube video. I'm sure it's gonna go viral. Always does. Okay, a couple big things. Decide how you want the grain to go. Make sure that this is tight. If it's not tight, we need to go back and join it to make sure that's as tight as possible. That's why we have an inch extra. We have 15 by 15, but we want to end up with 14 by 14. You are going to put a mark on here. Pencil, somewhere in the middle, you're going to put a biscuit. Okay, you're going to need 2 biscuits. I want to get these back in the same order. You can be really creative. 1, 1, 2, 2. Okay, if you don't like that, you can go A, B, B. Gets exciting. Then you go a little more exciting. Happy face. Got a little nose there. Sad face. And then if we want to go crazy, angry. Angry face. I mean, it's exciting. Put your name all over this thing, because when you get done, it's not going to be in the clamps. I have my ball, whatever this thing is, knit cap, because it keeps my head warm and I look like a skater dude. You want to keep this thing flush, so it's not like that, it's not like that. You line the red mark up, you go slow, and then a few more times. I like fogged up glasses. Okay, get all these chips out of here. Now I don't know why, but sometimes I have people put the handles over here to tighten them up. Sometimes I'll have people say they can't tighten them up anymore and they don't have any more thread left. I'm not a very smart person, but I have a lot of common sense. And things make sense to me, like right away. But I can look at it, you know, a sentence and go, diagram a sentence, clueless, okay? When I was a kid, I had a poster on my wall. It's called Murphy's Laws. Murphy's Laws, one of them, I can't remember which law it was, says you never have time to do it right, but you always have time to do it over. Put this together dry. Because if it doesn't work, you got to do it over. I also had psychedelic wallpaper. I had beads, because we didn't have a doorway open, that was the door. And I had a beanbag chair and a lava lamp. And then my mom would bring friends over and they'd be like, how does he sleep? I'm like, well, my eyes are closed. I can't see the psychedelic wallpaper. Everything looks good. I have plenty of glue. If I get glue on my really nice Duluth button-down shirt, I'm not going to be happy. That was the one that got fogged up with my glasses on. That was fun. But I'm COVID free now. Okay, we don't care so much about this. We care about this. When we run it through the horizontal sanding machine, we're gonna have to run it through a lot less times. So our next step, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna start tightening. Get it as flush as possible. So if I'm helping you or you're helping somebody else, have that person get these things even, okay? You're gonna get glue on your hands. If that's not cool, I don't know. You want this tight. I mean, that's cool. You have options. You can go wash this off in the sink. You can let it dry. And then Mr. Seafang, who's my favorite teacher, you could be sitting in his class and he could be telling you a riveting story about something. Could be softball because you got him off key. And then you're just peeling this glue off. And it looks like skin. And around your desk, you look like you're a zombie and you're just like peeling away. You can wipe your hands down here. Doesn't matter. Show all the great class so they can be in the viral YouTube video. Good? Don't get cut in.
Drop something.